Hi, my name is Kristie Berthelotte and I advise graphic design and art majors. And I am so happy that you're going to be joining us in the fall. What we're going to do today is just get you ready to start for classes beginning on campus in August, hopefully. So let's jump in. What do you need to know for the first day of class? Please have your NSHE ID number memorized. Anytime you interact with an administrator on campus, you're going to need to know that number, so have it ready. Between now and the start of class, please log into Web Campus. You're going to find a lot of course information there. Your class syllabus will be there, things to expect. That's just one more thing to help you get ready. Check your Rebel Mail. Get in the habit of checking your UNLV Rebel Mail every day. There's a lot of good stuff. We're not going to spam you or give you stuff that you don't need. Instead, it's going to be information that is going to help you. The department will send you scholarship information. You'll get appointment information from me and from Ryan. You'll get information about events that are happening on campus, so please pay attention to them. On the first day of class, arrive early. Make sure you know where you need to be. Know if your class is in person on campus or remote synchronous or remote asynchronous. Make sure you know where you need to be. Allow yourself plenty of time because everyone's going to be excited to be back on campus and it's going to be a little bit chaotic. If you have an 8:30 class, get there at 7:30. If you have a 10 o'clock class, get there at 8:30. If you just make sure you allow plenty of time to park because it's going to be busy. At the very least, bring something to write with and something to write on. If you have the textbook, make sure that you have it with you. Check your syllabus before class begins. There may be stuff you need to do before that first class. How will you know what your professors expect? Well, they tell you, and that is on that syllabus. So those should be available in Web Campus starting the week before classes begin. Download them, keep them forever. This is how you know what to expect from us, and this is how you know what we expect from you. This is your contract with us. This lets you know what you will be learning in that class. It also will help you if you move on to a graduate program or if you transfer out of UNLV. It's a record of concepts that you have mastered. And especially as an arts major, it's important to have a record of what you know how to do. For photography majors, and let's back up a little bit. With the art program, there are 3 different studio emphases. So you'll need to pick your studio emphasis. So the first one is photography. This is your studio course sequence. So along with the general education classes that you'll be taking, you want to start with these art classes that are over on the left-hand side. Art 135, that's Photography 1. Art 156 is Design Fundamentals 3, that's Photoshop and Illustrator. And Art 108 is 3D Design Fundamentals. Those 3 classes you want to get done within the first couple of semesters. So if you're not enrolled in them in the fall, you're going to want to get started on them in the spring so you can move into the higher classes. The rest of the classes on this slide are the rest of your curriculum. So this is what's ahead of you. The prerequisites are important. So make sure you take them as soon as possible. For sculpture, again with the prerequisites, Art 101 is Drawing 1. Art 108 is 3D Design Fundamentals. And those 2 classes are primarily what you need in order to move on to the upper division stuff. Your ceramics, your sculpture, and your upper drawing classes. So again, make sure you get through those prerequisites as soon as possible. For painting, drawing, printmaking, you will take 100 and 200 level classes in all 3 of those disciplines. Once you get the 200 level studios done, you'll be able to pick what you like and you won't have to take what you don't like anymore. So if you like to draw but you don't like to paint, you got to get through Art 231 and then you're done with painting. What I like about this program is it allows you to either focus really narrowly or explore really broadly with electives. So those are our 3 art programs. For graphic design students, if you're graphic design and you tuned out, please tune back in. This is important. Graphic design majors have to take all 4 art prerequisites before you can move into the GRC classes. So in your first 2 semesters, ideally you will get all 4 of these classes done. Once you have all 4 of them done, you can move into GRC 210 and 250. That's Typography and Design Studio 1. Once those 2 classes are done, you can take GRC 320 and you'll be eligible for the portfolio review. We'll talk about the portfolio review in a minute. Don't panic. All prerequisites must be completed prior to advancement to the next level. The department is not going to waive prerequisites. You need to master what the level you're supposed to be at right now before you can move on. You're not going to do well in GRC 250 if you haven't taken all 4 of those prerequisite classes. So it's very important that you get them out of the way as soon as possible. Get them done, do them well, get those concepts mastered. Other things for graphic design majors to know. You need a B in all of your art and GRC courses, a B or better, including art history. So if you get a B- or lower, you'll need to repeat that class. You have art history requirements. So you're going to take Survey of Art History 1, 2, and 3. Take them as soon as you can, get them done. You can take them in any order, but you're not going to want to put them off because they are prerequisites to upper division art history, and you're not going to have time to back up and take these your 3rd or 4th year. While you can take 4 studios or 3 histories in a semester, you don't need to. I don't recommend it. It is more important that you do well than that you go through quickly. This is not a race. You are building skills. You are developing as an artist and designer. Take 2 studios in a semester right now. Take 1 history right now. It's okay. You have time. The portfolio review happens your 2nd year. There's no way to speed it up. Master your concepts. Get through your general education these first 2 years. For the portfolio review, it is tied to your enrollment in GRC 320. So when you have GRC 320 in progress or completed, that's when you're eligible for the portfolio review. Portfolio review happens in the spring, so the soonest this is going to happen for you is spring of your 2nd year. You will receive plenty of help from faculty regarding how to create and what to include in your portfolio. So don't start throwing it together now. It's okay. You're right where you need to be. You're just getting started. You're going to have help. For now, just know that it's out there, that it's coming. We don't want it to be a surprise for you in your sophomore year. This is your application to the upper division. Yes, there's a chance you will not be accepted. Don't panic. Between now and then, we will have many conversations, not only about how to turn in your best work, but how to navigate what happens if you're not accepted, what to do if you are accepted. The number of students accepted to the upper division depends on how many seats are available. So if you follow this up to me with an email saying, how many students are accepted? I don't know. It depends on many things every year. So for now, just focus on mastering the fundamentals. Don't panic. I keep saying that. I hope that doesn't make you panic that I keep saying that. The portfolio review is intended to prepare you for what it's like to be a graphic designer. Every job you apply for is going to be a portfolio review. So between now and your application, you'll have the opportunity to develop your portfolio and prepare possible alternative routes to graduation if you're not accepted. You're okay. You'll have plenty of help with both. For now, just know that spring of 2023, you're probably going to have a portfolio to turn in. Art majors, wake up. We're back to you again. And graphic design majors, if you have AP scores or you're waiting for AP scores for studio classes in drawing, 2D design, or 3D design, those may fulfill fundamentals classes that are required for your program. For now, if you are enrolled in an art fundamentals class that you have an AP score for, or that you're waiting for one, if that score is not posted, we're not going to pull you out of that class yet. We don't want to change your schedule until it's definite. So once the scores are posted in July, let us know. We'll make changes to your schedule accordingly. Finally, we are looking forward to being back on campus in the fall. This is where our office is located, and we can't wait to see you. It's been very strange not getting to know my art and design students, so I'm looking forward to seeing you and seeing the work you do. And during your appointments, I'll ask you what you're working on, and I can't wait for you to show me. So for now, have a good summer. Take care. We'll see you in the fall.